What looked amazing in the ads, but turned out to be useless after you bought it? Anything that is supposed to remove hair permanently. Or restore it permanently. Grandpad. Bought one for my tech-illiterate mom-in-law for Christmas. Spent 3 days trying to set it up with tech support before admitting it was a piece of $200 crap. Ended up returning it and customizing an older Android tablet for her. Made it so she couldn't install or buy anything without a password. Hid all the system controls so you can't find them without search. Then hid search. Installed only the few apps she needed and hid and disabled the rest. Made it so I could remotely update and change things from my iPad. Installed a better keyboard for her eyes and we were good to go. Her favorite apps are Bingo and YouTube where she watches nature videos all day. She has a radio installed and an app for local news. Smiley face. Edit, holy panda poop. I woke up to so many replies. Okay, I'ma try to get to everyone. Hang on. Slap chop. Tried slicing already sliced apples and it just broke. Duck you Vince. I hate chopping vegetables so I bought one of those automatic things they show on TV. A whole diced onion in 30 seconds. It mainly just smushed everything and got clogged up and took forever to clean. Turns out a knife and cutting board is easier. When I was a kid I remember seeing a commercial about a remote control car that could drive on the walls. Of course I was ducking amazed. Turns out it was a 10 centimeters long car that had a vacuum system built in. Made a lot of noise and was super slow. I have a new treadmill and elliptical I can sell you. Showing my age here. One Christmas when I was a kid I was dying to get the electronic football game. Opened up my presents and there it was. Got it set up and plugged it in and the bastards just vibrated all over the place and fell over. That's first down. Set up all 22 players again for second down. Rattle hum hum splat. Same thing. You can see where this is going. Never played the damn thing again. There were these things called benderoos that I would often see on TV as a kid. They were these bendy things you could stick together and build stuff out of. And they looked so cool. My cousin bought a pack of them and invited me to play with her. The benderoos turned out to be these pathetic waxy sticks that you could not really build with. They didn't bend easily. They didn't really stick together. But damn did they make your hands and everything else around sticky. I picked these up for my son years SSSS ago and I swear he got 2 out. Tried to stick them together. Twisted them. Screwed them into something resembling a twine ball and walked away. The whole box sat in the end cupboard looking unopened for about 6 years and every year I went to get the Christmas decorations out I'd see them and think what the bloody hell are those? I'd remember. Shrug and leave them be for another year LMAO. There was this ham which had commercials specially addressed to kids. It was saying that if you take a bite you go on an adventure. It also showed the kid that ate it teleporting into a spaceship and going on a space adventure. Bought it and it was just a regular ham. Petty paws. That rotary nail file for dogs. It would have taken at least 20 minutes of filing per nail. And no dog is going to hold still that long. What a waste of money. An ultrasonic dishwasher device. You fill up the sink. Add some liquid soap and turn on the USB-powered ultrasonic vibrator device that will peel off any dirt from your dishes. All you need to do is rinse after 5 minutes. Total flop. It turns out we don't have that tech yet. And it would waste too much water. Edit, I meant we don't have the tech for home dishwashers. Ultrasonic cleaners are well used in the industry. That's why I bought it thinking it would work the same. Tooth whitening kit. Comes with some gel and a blue LED thing you put in your mouth for a few minutes twice a day. Used it for 2 weeks with absolutely no change. 30 euros down the drain. Inaudible to humans, cat deterrent devices you're supposed to be able to hide in your garden. It was really loud and piercing and utterly ineffective. I eventually gave up and got a cat. Now only one cat poos in my flower beds. Which is an improvement. And I know what he eats. I think for these it depends on how old you are. And therefore how good your hearing is. The neighbors at my mom's place have one. And it's such an annoying high-pitched sound to me. But my mom and the neighbors, 50 plus, apparently don't hear it at all. One of those Dyson fans. It looked awesome, you could your arm through it. It was expensive. Loud. Overly bright LED. Collected dust like a mofo, and worst part was that it blew with the capacity of a pack-a-day asthmatic smoker. I am honestly not a fan of Dyson products. They're not that great. Vacuums included, and yes, I've used one. I have one because my roommate won it in something at work. They literally don't suck up nearly as much as they claim, especially for the price. I shouldn't have to run over a piece of cat litter multiple times on a hard wood floor to suck it up. A drone. So cool. Fly around and look at stuff from above. Then what? Don't use it. Pain in the ass to carry around and set up. My sister got a really cheap one for her birthday one year that had been previously owned by someone. She was flying it fairly high, and I guess it lost connection or something because it just took off into the sky. I'm sure it eventually crash landed somewhere, but our house was surrounded by forests, so we never saw it again. Might still be hanging out in a tree branch somewhere. That screen door cover with magnets so you or your dog could go in and out as you please without letting bugs in. Made with the cheapest possible materials that would rip immediately. This thing on Amazon for back pain. It's like a mat that you lay on covered in plastic spikes. It's uncomfortable at first but supposed to increase blood flow to the area. A lot of people swear by it, but it didn't do shit for me. I returned it. I have one of these. Bought a cheap one just because I wanted to know how bad it was. Laying on it feels like sunburn. Getting up off it feels like peeling off sunburn. But then about 30 seconds after I sit up, I get this intense relaxation feeling flow down my whole back. So good. That said, my partner can't stand it and thinks I may be a psychopath for being able to withstand it. I bought Shopkins for my sister thinking she would play with them. She lost them all in a day. Everything I bought as a young child from a mail-order joke shop. That includes X-ray specs that were not in any way X-ray. If I remember correctly, it had plastic red thread in the eyepieces of a cardboard glasses frame. Handshake electric shock. This was just a wind-up thing that buzzed when your victim pressed a button. It was so bulky and obvious. Mounted in the palm of your hand. Wonder Pets. Edit, named sea monkeys in most other places. Need I say any more? The advertisement in the catalog had cartoon animals. These were barely visible specks of dust. Fake dog turd. This mostly looked convincing. Apart from the flat area on top from the plastic molding manufacturing process. As long as you didn't look at that. It was convincing. One item that did live up to the advertisement in that mail-order joke shop catalog was the fake chewing gum. The outer part did look very similar to the real band. And when you pulled out the fake piece of gum, a mouse-trap mechanism would slam hard onto your index finger. That was actually painful. And delivered on the promise and did work. That big belt you wear around your waist to help you lose weight. I was 17. Spent nearly 6 months savings on that thing. Edit. Damn. This really blew up. To all the people suggesting ways to lose weight. This was a long time ago and today I'm fit and healthy. A plastic thingy from Kickstarter with a whole bunch of attachments that promised to dice onions and cut other vegetables in interesting ways. The blades and edge didn't quite align, so it never cut all the way through. The colors were cool though. I donated it to a second-hand shop and feel a bit guilty that someone is going to spend money on it and find that it's a bit crap. A bike which folded about as compact as one of those cloth camping chairs. I went to the mall and bought one from the As Seen on TV store, warning sign I chose to ignore. It had crappy silicone rubber wheels like rollerblades but bigger and was direct drive. The cogs slipped on even the slightest of hills, making it less than useless in my city. Also, the seat was uncomfortable and made it feel like all your weight was on your tailbone. Fired that bugger on Craigslist and it was gone for almost what I paid within hours. To my surprise, I was honest about why I didn't want it. Buyer didn't seem to care. Club Penguin Island. It looked so great in the ads. And I loved the original. But it turned out to be complete crap that was boring and locked out 80% of its content to non-members. That goddamn ShamWow. All the sham with none of the wow. The advert made it seem so great for drying everything. It doesn't dry anything. It just soaks up and spreads water around. Moon shoes. I was so excited as a kid to use these, but the first use caused a broken ankle. You could barely jump with them in the first place. Darth Maul's double lightsaber. That sheet looked so cool in the ads when I was a kid. Then I got it and it wasn't even a lightsaber. Just cheap plastic with a light. Those stick-on bras that don't have a back strap or top straps. Never have I looked so much like a sad Eeyore. Never have I had to figure out if peeling slowly or ripping fast would be the best way out of a sticky situation. Edit, for those weirdos asking. Yes, there were no stuck areas in the bra. Yes. I lined them up with my nipples. No. This did not work, and when I connected the two pieces my bobs looked like a mixture of pizza dough and a Shar-Pei with really tight but deep wrinkles. This is so much more information than I ever expected to give out on the internet. But I'm going to treat it like a PSA. Edit 2+3+4, thank you for the silver. Kind Redditors.